Right, hello, welcome. It is bang on 2 o'clock. So today's class is a stretch and tone class. It's only 20 minutes. So class that's ideal for someone who's just started training again, back this week, whether it's with us or just back training out doing some running or anything at home. This is a perfect class to do either pre or post workout. So it's just helping increase your range of motion, increase your mobility, increase your flexibility. But if that's something that obviously not everyone does at home during lockdown, you might not be doing any stretching at all, then these classes are perfect to do. Just a quick 20 minutes just to do, get your legs stretched, upper body. It's going to be a full body stretch and tone, like I said, only 20 minutes. So just make sure you've got, if you've got one, whether you're at home or you're at work, a mat just for mainly your knees. Because obviously we'll be doing stretches on the floor, on the knees, and on your feet. On your knees it can just be a little bit harsh, but if you have got a mat, perfect. If you haven't, don't worry. We're not going to be moving around, we're just going to be basically staying in one position, like I say, on the floor and up. Bottle of water, it will get hot, it is a hot muggy day, so a bottle of water to stay hydrated. So I'll stop yapping and we'll get straight into it. So remember, 20 minutes, full body, and then there'll be a very quick chat at the end. So we'll get straight into it. Starting on the floor, we are going to start you off with a pigeon stretch, one of my favourites for the glutes. So starting in a high plank position, one leg is going to come in and under, so I'm going to go for the left leg, so bring it in, bring it under, and that's your pigeon stretch. Something people don't do often, stretch the glutes, they'll always stretch the quads and the hamstrings and forget about the glutes. So flexibility, depending on it, stay in this position here, keep that back leg straight. Depending on the flexibility, you can bring it down to the elbows, to the forearms. If you want to go even further, you can bring your head all the way down. So the leg that's inside, that is the glute, where you're feeling it. Spending about 30 seconds on each stretch, and then we're going to take the leg out, change side, bring it all the way in. So now turn it on that right glute. Again, depending on your flexibility, is the position where your hands are and where your body is. So again, if you've not been doing much stretching during lockdown, maybe keep yourself in this position. If you can't even really get yourself into this position, then an option you can do, this is that glute stretch. The leg that you want to be stretching, you bring it across and you pull on that opposite hamstring. But if you can, try and push yourself to get to that pigeon stretch, just there. Back to a plank position. Now we're going to go into one of the most famous yoga moves. We're going to go into a child's pose. So we're basically going to shift all our way back, drop to the knees, your bum goes to your heels, and we're just there. If you can't get your bum to your heels like me, cannot get there, bring the head down, don't worry, keep yourself in this position. And you're going to walk your hands out as far as you can to stretch all your back, your lats, the shoulders. Then we're going to bring it up onto all fours. Now we're going to go for a cobra, another yoga move. So we're going to basically bring your body all the way down, chest to the floor. And then we're going to lift it back up. So legs are straight, chest is lifted, head back. And we want to be squeezing the glutes and the lower back. So we're going to try and keep your hips down to the floor and lift all the chest up. Hands planted. Always be stretching, especially these mobility stretches. Make sure we're breathing, nice controlled breathing. Breathe into the stretch. Nice big stretch on the lower back. We know everyone needs a stretch on the lower back and the glutes. From here, we're going to go for another very popular yoga move. We're going to go for a down dog. So all we're going to do from this position, we're going to keep our hands planted. You're going to turn your toes, so they're digging into the floor. And then we're going to shoot your hips and your glutes up to the roof. Just there. Knees slightly bent. Hands at shoulder width. And once we're in this position, again, bring the head in between the elbows. And if you want to stretch your hamstrings even more, you can just pedal your feet. So lifting your heels up and down. From this position, you are going to bring your left foot all the way to your left hand. You're going to bring it to the outside. So big step. So left foot outside the left hand. I'm just going to stay in this position. Find it a lot more comfier to come onto my knuckles. So you can stay in this position if you want. Big stretch on the hips, the quads. But we're going to take it a little bit further, again, only depending on your flexibility. You are going to open up your chest away from that front leg. So we're going to open up the chest. We're going to hold it there. With control, come back down. You're going to shoot back out to that starting plank, and then we'll change sides. So right foot outside the right hand, hold it there. Sweating my head off. I'm actually going to lose the mat because it's making me slip and switch. So again, if you want to take it a little bit further, open up the chest away from the front leg. And hold it. Bring it down. From here, we're going to bring the other leg back in. Imagine we're in a squat. And now we are going to take it all the way down and just hold it at the bottom. So from this position, opening up the hips, stretching the hips out. For an extra stretch, push against the knees and open up even more. Keep that chest uplifted. Again, one of my favourite stretches. Could stay in this position all day. Just really loosening up. Increasing that range of movement in your hips. Every time, just give them a little push. Open even more. Again, we're going to take it up a little bit. We're going to increase, change the movement. You're going to plant your left hand. You're going to try and keep your heels on the floor. And again, we're going to open your chest away from that hand. So come away from the hand and open up the chest. Again, if you cannot get to this position, just keep it here. Yeah? If you can, open up, and you want to be pointing straight to the roof. Trying to keep your heels flat. Bring it back. Plant the hand that's just been up in the air. Open the other side. Now this side, I always can never seem to keep that left heel planted. It always wants to lift up. So obviously if you've got that side that you're not too great on, this is the perfect time to try and improve on it. My left heel always seems to come up. Keep it down. Keep opening them hips. Reach into the roof. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Nice nice and easy. I'm just going to bring the mat back in. We're going to take it back into that child's pose, so drop the knees, stretch it out. And nice and easy, bring it back up. So we're going to work on the hips again, because again this is something, mainly people's lack of movement comes from the hips and mainly the shoulders, so we'll get a bit more work on the hips. So we're going to take yourself back to your mat, take a big step forward with your left leg, keep that right one planted, just there, and then we're going to shift all your weight forward. Everything is moving forward. And stretch up the quad, hips opening. We want to take it a little bit further. Right arm comes across the opposite leg. So push against the outside of your thigh, the back of your arm. You're going to push against it, and you're going to turn your body around. Back. Just going to reverse it all. Take that left leg back. Bring that right leg forward. And again, once you're in this position and you're happy, bring all that weight forward. This is where the mat comes in. Very uncomfortable on the knee, especially my knee. When you're ready, opposite move, push, open up that chest, nice straight arm pointing behind you, looking over that right shoulder. Bring it in, nice and easy. Take it back. So all fours. We're going to work on the rear delts, upper back. We're going to bring that left arm, we're going to bring it under. And then we're going to sit down, bring that chest all the way down. You're going to try and plant your head to the floor, and you're just going to reach out with this hand. Bring it in, change sides, so really feel this big stretch along the shoulder blades. Bring it in, bring it up, straighten out your legs onto your butt. Legs nice and straight. You target the hamstrings. Nice and simple. Round the back. Get to your toes. Keeping those legs straight at all times. If you want to go for an extra stretch, imagine trying to bring your head all the way down in between your knees, while keeping the legs straight. And we'll feel a nice big pull on the hamstrings. Another hamstring stretch, sprinter stretch. So the right leg heel is going to be on your right glute. We're going to straighten out that left leg, just here. If the right leg tucked under on the glute is a bit too uncomfortable, he's going to pull it out and bring it to the back and side. If you see, just there. So I'm not sat on it, Coming out to the left, you can still get that stretch on the hamstring. Pull the toes back. Keeping the legs straight as much as you can. Straighten the leg, the more you're going to feel it on that hamstring. And release, swapping sides. So again, you can sit on that heel. If not, take it out. Just have it there. Legs straight. Bring them toes forward. Out we come. Time on. Last few minutes. So we're going to come up onto your feet. Another good stretch for the upper body. Bringing your arms forward in front of you. Hands are going to be facing each other. Then we're going to flip it around. Flip. Push the hands together, and then we're going to lift all the way up. And we're going to try and go over the head. So from the side, just there. Keep pushing the hands together. You're trying to get those arms back as far as you can, pulling back the shoulder blades, the traps, pulling all of it back. Very good to help with pronated shoulders. We're going to bring it back down, back to your hips, and we're going to do that one more time. Lift. Try to go a little bit further, bring your head through, but keep squeezing those hands together. Again, only go as far as your flexibility will allow you. Slowly release. Hands are going to come to the small of your back. Lift up your chest. Push your elbows forward. Big stretch on the chest. Done. Bang on time. Grab a drink. Jump throughout the class. Perfect. Well, like I said at the start of the class, our stretch and tone classes are going to be perfect for a post or pre-workout. Always good to get some form of stretching in, whether it's just 5-10 minutes of it, especially if you've not been doing any exercise throughout lockdown, and if you've just started up again. A good post or pre-workout stretch is going to do you a world of good. It's just going to help those joints, those muscles, that mobility, flexibility to improve again of what you may have had before the lockdown. So your body just won't be used to doing sort of moves that you might have been doing 3-4 times a week in the gym. So a stretch is ideal, especially to help prevent any sort of injuries. The main areas being your shoulders and your hips, where a lot of people, if they're sat down really tight, shoulders rolling over. These sort of classes that we'll be putting on will be perfect for you to do, and they're done in 20 minutes, no bother. So please look out for more of our classes through the week, with different instructors as well doing the classes. They'll be able to show you different stretches that I may have missed or might not even know. So it's going to help you just improve your knowledge of different stretches. But please look out for the classes throughout the app. If not, just go to the website, ring up the Leisure Hub for any more information and updates, and hopefully it won't be too long until we see you all again. So thank you for joining, coming into the class. I'll see you all very soon. See you later.